a whole group of people were being disenfranchised, you know, losing their right to even have a house because they couldn't afford to have it. Like, you know, people had to move town because they couldn't survive, they couldn't pay their rent. Like, it was massive.
They could have been dead. That was the thing for
No,
me.
but
I was
not in New
too attached.
Zealand.
Not in New Zealand. But still, that was the information that I was getting. I was looking around the world. I'm like, how long is it going to take for this thing to get us here? Because it's everywhere. So it's going to happen sooner or later. So that was my thing. I was like, oof,
But did
I'm
you not
glad
read that it was only sort of something like 98% of people, you know, actually had serious effects? I mean, that was on
yeah, but it's,
who's, you know.
but it's still, things were changing every
And
day.
it was massively the older age group, which I totally would be fearful if I was, you know, them as well. And who knows, I might have got vaccinated, probably not. No, I mean, I know plenty of people older who didn't get vaccinated either. I think it's just what sits right with you, you know, and the faith you have in your own body. And yeah.
It's a tricky still. I think,
it is still.
I think it's going to take us a good amount of, like, a few years actually to digest what's going on.
But if we have conversations around it, it's great.
But people
it's
are
not happening.
But that's the thing, Erica. I think that, as you said maybe 20 minutes ago, like, you were in so much anxiety and, like, it was hard to establish conversations.
That's true.
That's why
much fire.
That's why I stepped back.
Yeah.
And literally, I was like, I think it's better if I sit here, and if people want to talk to me, I'll be ready. But, like, I don't feel like I would add much because my heart was in Brazil. Yeah. My heart was, I don't pray, but like, sometimes I talk to myself and I'm like, I send energies all the time to people, you know, and this is something that I love talking about, you know, like, I'm not a prayer, but like, if I'm thinking about you, if I'm thinking about Taylor, if I'm thinking about my friends, that's a sort of a pray, isn't it? I'm sending energies and stuff. So like, my heart was there. I'm like, oh, fuck mom and dad, you know, like 25% of a lung. I broke down. Stu was the most beautiful man to have close to me the day that I broke down. Like, I couldn't remember last time I cried. That's how crazy it is within. In general, like, I'm not much of a crier. Like,
but what was the tears for? It
was one moment that everything kind of came to my mind that probably I wouldn't see my parents anymore.
Oh, so it was fear of losing them.
One of those things, yeah. Gosh. And then, like, I remember ranting about something very small, and Stu, he picked up the vibe, obviously, wise man. And then after that, I apologized, and from that apologize, I was just like, on the floor, crying.
Yeah, that would be scary.
And right after that, I had this laugh attack of like crazy.
Really?
I don't experience this shit. People say, oh, I had a panic attack. I'm like,
you had a laughing attack.
But I think it was like all nervousness. Is that the word? Like anxiety. That I crashed into tears, and then right after I broke into like laughing and it was crazy. You know what?
Interesting.
But I had a friend there that was holding space for me, and that was powerful. You know. But still, like after that, I'm like, I don't want to. I if I can avoid having these conversations, if I'm, and that's one thing that I'll give you. It doesn't matter how much I criticize the government. I did feel good about having instructions. I did feel good about that. Yeah. I have to say, you know, like, you know how non-religious people will say, oh, when shit hit the fan, I prayed. I must say, like, when they said, oh, do this, do that, I was like, oh, fuck, for fuck's sake, great instructions. I can just follow the instructions and feel good about it. Maybe it's a weak point because I'm a rebel, I'm a punk rocker, and I love to yell at things.
How many people felt like you? Shocked me.
But again, you acting out of fear of insecurity. You know,
I guess